Hey guys, thanks for joining us on Sunmark's Facebook Live. It's Glenn joining you again. Before we get into today's video, we want to tell you about our 2018 photo calendar contest that's going on right now. We're looking for 13 photos that are going to be featured in the Sunmark 2018 calendar. If you would like to have your photo entered, or if you'd just like to vote on the winning photos, feel free to do that. Go to the link right here in the comments below, and you can enter your photo, you can upload it, or you can vote away, and hopefully you'll take part, and we'll have an awesome calendar coming up for 2018 with the Sunmark Photo Calendar Contest. All right, it's another Entrepreneur Bootcamp success story, and I am joined today by Molly from New Scotland Physical Therapy, and Molly has kind of a unique story because she loved the boot camp so much she went through it twice. And we'll get to that in just a second. But Molly, thank you so much for joining us here on Facebook. And I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about New Scotland Physical Therapy, what you provide here in Slingerlands, and how you got started.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Sure.
New Scotland Physical Therapy is an outpatient physical therapy clinic. We service individuals from kids to all the way up to 90s. So really we're a general outpatient orthopedic clinic. We might see someone with back or neck pain, someone post-surgical, a rotator cuff repair or a knee replacement or hip replacement, or even a student athlete with a sports injury. And we work on rehabilitation, treating the injury and getting people back up to speed, getting them back to full functioning.
So you help everyone from somebody that maybe had an injury, went to the doctor or was in the hospital and they need some therapy, you can help with them with that. And I also noticed, you know, you'll handle some walk-ins, because I saw when I was came into the office, you had this neat little golf package too.
Oh yeah,
which caught my eye.
Yeah.
If you were getting ready for golf season, you can help out anybody.
A complimentary screening. We'll take you through, look at your flexibility, see if there's any issues that we recognize that might impact your golf game. And then if we find something, we would give you some recommendations on some stretches or some exercises that you could take home with you and do. And if it's something that warrants more treatment, we would work with you on how to set that up so that we could get coverage through your insurance.
Yeah, when I think of physical therapy myself, the first thing I think about is I'm there because something happened or I was injured and I needed physical therapy. But also, physical therapy is a great preventative measure if you're playing sports, if you have kids that are playing sports, before you get injured. Absolutely. Stretch and get that therapy ahead of time. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Especially if you're starting something new, it's a good idea to look into something like that. Find out if you do have a discrepancy. Say your hamstrings are really tight, that might lend itself to you hurting your back down the road if you were to start something new that was too strenuous for you. That's a perfect example. And I do think we're making a shift towards more preventative medicine in our overall healthcare system, and physical therapy is a huge piece of that puzzle.
Awesome. Now let's talk a little bit about how you got your business up and running. Now you had the dream, you had the idea that you wanted to start your own business, and how did you get involved with the Entrepreneur Bootcamp?
Well, what happened was I always thought I would possibly open my own place someday, and at the time I was doing home care physical therapy, and I had a patient out in this area. I'm very close to Voorheesville, so that's a community that we serve. I had a home care patient that needed to transition to outpatient, and it was like a light bulb went off. There isn't anyone right here. So that was the catalyst. But through the process of trying to develop my own business plan, I found the Entrepreneurial Bootcamp, which really helped me hone that business plan in and helped me get to here. I mean, opening this place involved taking out some business loans. We had to get the equipment. We had to fit up the space. And the boot camp was very instrumental in filling those pieces together. Yeah,
because you have the idea, you have the expertise in physical therapy, but you might not have all the expertise in how to run a business.
Right. There's really we didn't take any business classes. Yeah. So this was huge.
Awesome. Now, tell me a little bit about, it's kind of an interesting story that you went through the boot camp, you were successful, you got the business up and running, and you had the business running, but then you went through the boot camp process a second time. Tell me why you decided to do that.
I can't say enough positive things about the boot camp. Janet Tanguay runs the boot camp, and she does a phenomenal job of keeping in touch with her graduates and doing some coaching if you need it. She reaches out periodically. Well, I found out that there was the opportunity to apply for a grant for this community to work on growth, and one of the stipulations was that you had to be a recent graduate in the past 2 years of the boot camp. I had gone too long from the time that I had graduated, so I was able to take it again. And taking it again was really valuable. It helped me recognize things in a different way. The first time around, I was super focused on the business plan initially, and the second time was more focused on growth, and I recognized the importance of networking. There's a lot of businesses that you work with that are in the class itself, as well as businesses that come in and lecture to you about different topics. So that was really helpful.
And because you went through the boot camp that second time, that actually led you to, I guess, the idea to use your business and then have some of these connections support the community and your business.
Right, yes, absolutely. The second time around, I was able to work with a business that came in, and we did a mindfulness class through here as an outreach program, and we had some success with that, and we're going to reintroduce it again in the fall. So it's good to make those connections, try to help each other out, and have some growth in this area with health and wellness.
Right, and it's also, I'm sure, the community enjoys having you here because you are, a little, removed from Albany, downtown
Yeah,
Albany.
yeah.
But and when you were going through physical therapy, the last thing you wanted to do is be traveling. You want to have something nearby
Yes.
that's comfortable. So it's nice to have you here, and that you're supporting the local community by bringing in these other classes to make it easier for the folks that live around
Right,
the area.
that's the goal, yeah.
Awesome. Now, there's also, I think there's some massage going on here too?
Yeah, we have a massage therapy business, Massage by Tara, that operates out of this space. So that's another service that is helpful to people in the community. And we also offer an outreach program at the Voorheesville High School where we provide athletic training coverage for the varsity athletics. And that way we're providing care if anyone is injured right at one of those games, but then can kind of do a continuation of care if they required some rehabilitation after an injury.
So it sounds like you really have gotten involved with the community, and
Yeah.
and it sounds
been
like,
nice,
yeah, it sounds really nice. If somebody is watching the video and they want to learn more about
Yeah, definitely. You can find us on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page, as well as you can visit us at newscotlandpt.com or call our right here at the desk, 621-7305, with any questions, and we would be happy to work with anyone.
Awesome. Molly, thanks so much for joining us on Facebook Live, sharing your experiences with the Entrepreneur Boot Camp, and you have a great business up and running here.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
If you need assistance, give her a call.
Thanks.
She'll make sure you get taken care of. So thank you for joining us again on Facebook. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week with another Entrepreneur Boot Camp success story. Until then, have a great rest of the week. We'll see you soon.